Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. I'm going to do a daily message from Spirit for you guys today. It is Thursday. Thank goodness we're that much closer to Friday, y'all. I don't know how many more days of this week I could honestly take. But it is Thursday, July 30th, 2020. Okay? Almost at the end of this month, too. Actually, that's pretty crazy that we only have like 4 months, I think, left in this year. It's fine, because like I said, I've kind of been over this year for a hot minute, and I know a lot of us have been, so a lot of us just like, bring on the end of this year. I think like the joke was that instead of declaring Happy New Year when the New Year actually rolls over, it's going to be like, oh, hallelujah, right? Thank God. We survived 2020. I think I'm gonna make t-shirts. Like, I survived 2020 and all I got was this stupid mask. It's my 2020 participation trophy. Anyway, so let's get this reading going. Okay, so wow. Okay, so this was the last card that came up yesterday, and it's the first card that comes up today. So again, guys, okay, so especially if you have been asking for a sign, and I know I did this morning. This morning I was just like, help, right? So pay attention to the signs, guys, because they are coming in. Source hears you, all right? And I feel like a lot of times what Source does, or your spirit team, or whoever it is that you're appealing to here, a lot of times they're going to put something in your path that will usually grab your attention. So if you're not, it's like if you're not in the right frame of mind, you're going to see it, but a lot of times we ignore it. Okay, so don't ignore it. You see something and it makes you go, oh crap, and it makes you think, it's probably a sign, okay? But right now, I think a lot of us are turning our attention to our inner child right now. Some of us are learning to love our inner child. Some of us have been rejecting our inner child. Some of us have been not wanting to deal with some of our inner child stuff. Okay, so that is huge. That's huge, guys. The fact that we're returning to the inner child stuff, because I feel like a lot of us have some seriously deep-rooted issues with the inner child stuff, and a lot of us have not been wanting to acknowledge that. A lot of us have not been wanting to acknowledge that some of the things that we went through as children are actually impacting us as adults. And it does, guys, it does, okay? You might think not, you might be like, out of sight, out of mind. I was a kid, I can get over it. Sure, but you still need to sit there and go, okay, well, how did this condition me? How did this condition me as an adult? And how can I change it? How can I release that? So some of you guys might just need to return to your inner child work, do some inner child meditation, do some hypnosis, do whatever it is that you feel you need to do to get back to that inner child and to integrate that inner child, okay? Yeah. Okay, so some of you are definitely triggered to move forward here, and this has been kind of a thing. Like, I feel like a lot of us are just like wanting to get out of our situation. We're wanting to just be done. That's why I'm like, fast forward to next year or fast forward to 2022, because I don't want to deal with this year anymore. A lot of us are in that energy. We just want to move. We want to go. We don't want to be in this energy anymore, but it's like we don't really know how to get out of it. But there's something that we need to wrap up first, and that could be why that inner child's coming up here, okay? So that could be it. That could be what you're needing to release, needing to face, needing to deal with before you can actually move on, before you can actually pick up the pieces or clear it away or rise from the ashes, whatever analogy you want to use here, metaphor. But like, a lot of us are triggered to move forward because we don't want to be here. We don't want to be stuck here. And some of us, it's like the towers keep falling over and over and over again. And we're like, well, why? Why is this happening? Bingo. Okay, there's something here with the inner child that has not been faced fully yet. Okay, and it's like I say all the time, we heal in stages. So it could be something that you thought you resolved, okay, or that you may have resolved a piece of, okay, and it's coming back because there's something else that's a little bit deeper. Now that once you've gone through that first layer, you can kind of dig into that second or third or fourth, however many layers there are. Okay, because we do heal in stages. I do believe that. Okay, right. So I think the main thing here is to get out of your head, right? Right? And to embrace the things that are coming towards you. Embrace the karma that you need to clear. There's something that's coming forward in order for you to learn, And this is interesting that we have the heart chakra coming up here like 3 times, right? So that to me is pretty significant. That tells me, and I think I said this yesterday in the Twin Flame Collective, how like a lot of us are, you know, going through some emotional times. The heart chakra's opening up, and that can be scary because we're dealing with emotions, and emotions themselves can be scary, okay? Especially when how deep they are, okay? Sometimes it's like they're overwhelming. You're like, I didn't realize I had this much emotion in me. And some of it's just like we cut that off because we don't want to feel it, because we know if we feel a little bit, we're going to have to feel the whole thing. And that's kind of how I am. I get that. I tend to be a very detached person when it comes to emotion because I don't want to deal with it. But then once I do, it's like a flood and I can't stop it, right? And I feel like a lot of us right now, that's what we're dealing with. And it's scary. It's scary to feel like we're completely out of control of our emotions, right? So that's where you practice that emotional intelligence, okay? Figure out, okay, well, what is triggering me? Why am I feeling this way? Feel what you need to feel, absolutely. But you also need to remember that you shouldn't hold on to that feeling. Some of us, we get wrapped up in that feeling and we get addicted to that feeling. We get addicted to that emotion and we stay there. Do you see? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, the bigger picture, absolutely. Some of you, the bigger picture does have to do with your inner child. There's something that's coming up here that needs to be cleared, okay? But once you do that, I mean, you can only move forward. And that's what I mean. Like, some of us are triggered to move forward, but there's something that you need to release first, okay? And once you do that, smooth sailing. Well, smooth sailing. Smoother than it was, okay? But yeah, some of you, like, there is something going to happen that's pretty big, I do feel, like whether it's a tower or maybe just an aha moment, but I do feel there's some major changes coming, and some of you have been praying for this, whatever this is, because you feel like you can't get out of it any other way, right? You know, and some of you, it has to do with your mission. Some of you are just waiting for that spark. Some of you are waiting for like your ship to come in, so to speak, so that you can move forward. Some of you, it is money. Some of you, it is a material thing. Some of you, it's a situation that you're waiting to end, okay? And it's coming, okay? So just take a deep breath, pay attention to the signs, work on your inner child. Everything's gonna be fine, okay? All right, guys, I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.